Hey everyone, welcome back to Lupus Life Hacks video. I'm Janine, and this week's Lupus Life Hacks topic, how I prevent lupus flare-ups during the holidays. Not only do I stress out about what I have to buy people, am I gonna flare up, am I gonna miss an event, am I gonna disappoint people because I can't be as active as the rest of my family. It's just so stressful. If you're a Lupus Life Hacker, thanks so much for your support and welcome back. If you're new and you want to stay in the now to decreasing symptoms of lupus, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified of our weekly video release. Let's dive in. Holidays are tough, even for people who are healthy. Will lupus come in and ruin it last minute? Sure, you're worrying about this stuff too. 5 things that I do to help prevent symptoms of lupus during the holidays. I set realistic expectations for myself. I usually set all of these big extravagant things that I'll be able to do, and I tell myself that's fine, no big deal. I say yes to everything, but I have learned to say no because we have limited amounts of energy. No matter how healthy you are, no matter how good you're eating, you have to have the self-care, and you have to set realistic expectations for what you can do. I set boundaries, and I never let my family cross. And sometimes your family might not understand that you're setting boundaries, so it's okay to be very direct and vocal. These are boundaries that I'm setting because I cannot do much. I'm trying to tell you and communicate with you that I want to hang out, that I want to be part of the family functions, but I can't do everything. Some boundaries that I set, as an example, are I may come to the party later, or I may leave earlier, but I'll definitely stay for the important part. I know my limits, and I don't want to overpush myself. Another one, I might relax on the couch and just take a couple minutes by myself. Sometimes we can get overstimulated very easily, and that happens a lot with autoimmune disease. I see that a lot with people with lupus as well. There's just too much stimulation going on and it's overwhelming. So if you need to, remove yourself, go into the next room, hang out, relax for 10-15 minutes, and come back when you're feeling better. Offer to help out a little bit, but don't overdo it. So if you want to help out in setting the table and bringing food over, playing with the kids for 5 minutes instead of 20, these are things that you can do to still feel like you're a part of the family and like you're doing something, but without over pushing yourself. Another example, make sure your significant other understands and they back you up. Sometimes if your family starts complaining, they're not the ones that see you struggling every day at home. They don't get to see the you 24/7, but your partner does. So make sure they understand too. If they start to see that you're getting tired or that you're starting to feel like you're in more pain and you can't hide it as well, have your significant other suggest or support you when you want to leave. And this brings me to number 3. Tell your family your limitations. If they don't get why that you're setting that you set these limitations, that you have these boundaries, and they don't understand much about your disease, send them the video that I linked right above. Like what you see so far, subscribe and click on the bell so you don't miss out next week on our new video. Now back to the topic of the week. This is where I talk about lupus symptoms and I compare them to what healthy people feel and what they go through so they can understand better that this is normal and this is just our new way of life and we don't want it, but we're stuck with it. Be direct so they understand and don't give in. Arm your body with the proper defense mechanisms to prevent sickness. These are some supplements that I take to help support my immune system so that it functions and that it protects me without overdoing it. Here are 2 that I can't live without, especially to prevent the cold and flu. Vitamin D3, not your typical D that your doctor prescribes, or the ones that are commonly used in the stores. Zinc and magnesium too. These are really helpful if you start with sniffles. I just take one for a couple days and I start to feel better. Remember, your body's made of these nutrients, so if it doesn't have these naturally occurring nutrients, your body's not going to be able to protect you. Know your food triggers. All of us should be avoiding food sensitivities like dairy, soy, and gluten. Those are the three main ones. Some of us may need to avoid nightshades. Some of us may need to avoid acidic fruits. There's just different things that we need to avoid, and it's up to you to figure that out. I know FOMO might set in and you're like, I want to eat the cupcakes and I want to eat the pumpkin pie and the apple pie, but what I like to do is bring my own version, or I'll buy a slice of it from a local bakery, and then I can still enjoy with my family without feeling sick afterwards or feeling sick a few days later. My family is amazing at supporting me, and they're very aware of my limitations. They've seen how healthy I've become because of my lupus journey and protecting my body with these preventative suggestions. So they totally support it because they also have seen other people with lupus who are doing way worse. Part of that reason is because I've been very clear how lupus can be and how important it is for me to avoid a flare-up. I know you want the same, and you can do it too. It doesn't cost more money. You think about it, you're spending a lot more money on co-pays, on doctor's visits, and on being sick, or you can spend a fraction of that cost on eating healthier, taking supplements, and setting those boundaries. Do you struggle with staying warm in the winter? I have rain-ons, and I'm constantly freezing cold. My fingers, my nose, and my toes are always cold no matter how warm it is. So next week, I'm gonna give you some awesome lupus life hacks that keep me warm in the winter. And I live in Buffalo, so it's hard for everyone else who doesn't have any health problems to even stay warm. So if I can do it, I hope it helps you too. Until then, click on these videos suggested over here to keep you busy until next Thursday. Subs if you loved it, thumbs if you liked it. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.